Hello everyone, my name is Electro. Today I'm going to be showing you how to get the Wurst 1.21.10 hacked client for Minecraft. So basically what you're going to do is just search Wurst 1.21.10 in whatever browser you're using, and you just click this top link here. There should be a few different options here. We're just going to go with the security update here. I'm going to scroll down to the bottom. Now we're going to need to click this Wurst client download button here, like so. Click that, and I'm just going to go ahead and download this to the desktop. And we're also going to click the Fabric API download, and we're going to go ahead and download that. Next, we're going to need to get the Fabric installer. Oh, not the Fabric installer. What is it? Is it the Fabric? Yeah, it's Fabric installer. So go ahead and type Fabric installer. Hit enter. First link should be the installation for Minecraft. The Fabric launcher here. We've got a download for Windows button and a download universal jar. Universal jar. I'm going to click the universal jar button. It doesn't really matter which one you get. You can click the download for Windows button as well. That'll do just the same thing. It's just only difference is one is a jar file and one is an exe. The exe is slightly easier to run on Windows. Get Java and whatever. You will need Java for this as well. So to do that, I normally just look up the Java Oracle website by just typing in Java, and then download Java for desktop. And then download Java for desktops, and we should get this little exe file with Java 8. And we've got that. Now we've got all the things we need in order to make this work. We're going to go ahead and cross all of these little windows off, and we should have 3 files. The first one that we're going to need to use is the Fabric installer, and that's this one here. It should look like a little scroll. I've also got the Fabric API and the CR downloads. Now you notice here that these files don't have a proper texture. They're just a white file. This is often because you don't have Java installed. Now you might be able to see there's a little progress bar loading on my browser here, which is lighting it up green. Now once that finishes, we should have the Java download here, and that's the JRE8U47 Windows x64. We're going to run this one first. This is basically just the program that installs Java itself. And Java is the thing upon which this hacked client runs and basically allows all the code from in the client to work. It's the foundation upon which the Fabric installer then works, and then the client itself. There's a little magic behind the scenes that makes it so that you can phase shift your hand through walls and fly and all sorts and pretty much astral project inside Minecraft. Now that we've got Java, we can go ahead and double click this Fabric installer. It shouldn't take too long to load. Just giving it, there we go. Okay, so by default it's set to the latest version. Currently that is 1.21.10. I'm going to go ahead and hit install, and create profile should by default be ticked. This is going to make things a whole lot easier, just leaving everything as it is. You don't really need to change anything. Then it should say Fabric installer has been successfully installed. Click OK. Go ahead and cross that off. And now, if we refresh the page here, we right click on these blank files that are just a white box, and we click open with, and then more apps. Oh wait, sorry, no. Open with Java and click the always use this app to open .jar files. Now if we do this, they should gain a little texture and look like normal. If you leave them as regular files and they don't know what to open with, client's probably just not going to work. Next we're going to go ahead and hit the Windows key and the letter R. And we're going to type %app data %, and then hit enter. And this should bring up the file explorer with the location of .minecraft, which should be at the top. We're going to double click that. And inside here, since I've never used mods... Oh, have I used mods? No, there is a default mods folder in here. Sometimes there isn't, and you have to make a new folder and just label it mods, but we've got one here, so we're going to click on the mods folder here. I'm going to drag the Wurst client and the Fabric API into the mods folder. And now we're done. You can go ahead and run the Minecraft launcher itself, and upon launching, it should give you the new installation profile for the Wurst hack client itself. So as you can see, we've got Fabric loader 1.21.10. Go ahead and hit play again, and we should be booting up the client. Now one thing that can happen when you're running this, if you play offline, there's a new feature that basically makes it so you can't run said game in an undownloaded version. So you're going to want to make sure you ran the version at least once if you're disconnected from the internet. Just normally, without it being sort of client adapted, if that's the right word to say. Once you're actually plugged in, you can go ahead and hit play. Oh, here we go. We hit play and we're actually connected. And it should load. As you can see, we've got a little preparing window. I don't know why they've made it so that you have to be connected to the internet. Some sort of a verification thing, I don't know. But once you've done that, it should just download the version of the game and launch under Fabric, and you'll have the client. Alrighty, and once it's finished loading, you should get this lovely 1.21.10 Fabric modded thing here. We can go over to a new world. I'm just going to go into planetary engineering as a test world to sort of test and basically just show you how to access the features. It's fairly simple. If you've already done this before, you don't need to watch this part. You get a sausage logo in the top corner there. The first thing you're going to want to do is press the right control button on your keyboard. This will bring up this little items menu here. And the UI settings is where you're going to find the Wurst logo, and you should be able to change the visibility to only when outdated. And when you press escape, that'll take you out of the menu, and we should get rid of the sausage logo. That's the first main thing you want to get rid of. Pressing the right control button, again, is the way that you get into the settings. And you just sort of left click like you're breaking a block in order to open these little windows here by getting the drop arrow. We've got force up here for breaking in, and then we've got this blocks and movement. The movement's the main one. I don't generally use this hacks menu to do it. I just use shortcut keys. So one of them is the letter C as in cat, and that will Fulbright you so that you can see properly inside your world. Pressing it again makes it go away. U is free cam, so that's just the letter U. It will allow you to see exactly what it is you're doing, and pressing it again will get you back again. And you can do this in survival too. And then we have J is the Jesus hack. This is for walking on water. K is multi-aura. R is just regular kill aura. So multi-aura and kill aura, the difference is multi-aura will attack everything, anything and everything that you whitelist or blacklist. And R will just attack like the thing that you're looking at. And there's basically just a bunch of other shortcut keys. You can go into the Wurst options here, and you can click on keybinds, and here we have a list of all the different shortcut keys, and you can add shortcut keys and bind new keys to new hacks as well. Obviously we've got X-ray, which sees through everything and only shows ores. It's pretty useless when this entire void world only has bedrock in it, so not much point in that. But thank you for watching, and have an excellent day. Obviously this is just for educational purposes. I definitely don't use this on on servers. Have a good day. Goodbye.